the day, you're now through to the Champions League. You know, as I said again, my goats will never touch that Europa League. Godal will never touch Europa League.
So you're your goat now. I see you trying to drop all your juju on him on the timeline. And Ronaldo is
it doesn't work.
6 goals, 5 games, and I mean, I tell you.
No, it shouldn't. That's actually even why I wouldn't jump off. Thank you. So
I just want to say quickly because at every moment, I'm sure you thought it's gonna go down when he scored that winner against Villarreal and then the late equaliser and the winners against Atalanta, and then like the guy he just turns up. On the biggest stage, and yes, I know it's the group stage Champions League, but it's a Champions League, and he just turns up. Whereas the other midget fraud over in Paris, my man's walking. Hey, listen, let me not say too much because that Ballon d'Or, it's a robbery. I can see it already. I can smell it. That fraud has done it again.
I didn't go there. I didn't go there. Guys, he went there. I didn't go there. He went there. Because you know there was a guy that racially abused me because I was keeping for Cristiano. The one time I kept for Cristiano over Messi, I get racially abused in the day. It's crazy. So here's the thing. Some people have said that this Cristiano thing was a bad idea. Because here's my thing. I feel that it's a good idea because if you give me a player that somehow finds a way of scoring goals, I am going to change my team to restrict his weaknesses. I call this the Marcelo complex. Zidane knew that Marcelo can't defend.
Yeah.
So what he did was Ramos, get that space. Casemiro, come around that space because what he gives us in attack is so vital. Yeah. We are now going to make up for his defensive deficiencies. A guy who has, because look, I did
like Trent at Liverpool.
Yeah. Like, he's a lot like friends. But see, for me, I never saw Gerd Muller I never grew up with Pele. So in my lifetime, I've never seen a guy who has perfected the art of goal scoring like Cristiano. For a guy who is so amazing of finding ways of putting the ball in the net, I'm like, okay, he can't press. Okay, he can't dribble and so forth. Everybody in this team, make sure that you can do the work that he can't do and create chances for him. And make sure that his weaknesses are not exposed. Yeah. So at the end of the day, people say, oh, well, he messes United because he doesn't press. Bro, the guy is getting you winners and equalizers. Figure out how to create a system where his weaknesses aren't exposed. So get guys to do twice as much work. Get guys to do the double work that he can't do because what he provides you makes up for the kind of things that he can't do. So in your estimation, do you still feel that it was the right to get Cristiano, or do you think that United, for a team going forward and so forth, this was a bit too much of like blast from the past rather than let's build up Greenwood, let's build up Pogba, let's build up the future guys?
This is the thing, and I agree with a lot of what you just said. Cristiano Ronaldo, the term I'm using is not the correct one, but I'll use it anyway, has been carried for his whole career. And I say carried in the sense of defensively. Even at Manchester United, when he was at his peak under Fergie, in those big European nights, Fergie used to put him up front, had Tevez and Rooney, and you might have Darren Fletcher or Jason Park, or you're doing the dog, Welbeck. Was Welbeck there with Ronaldo?
I don't think so.
Maybe one season.
Anderson,
yeah. You're doing the dog work. You are going to run, you're going to run. Yeah. Ronaldo, you just stay up there and you are the threat. And of course, he was more physically able than he back then than he was now. And he would run the channels a bit more and he might do a bit of pressing, even though pressing wasn't in the same way it is now in the game. But that's always been Ronaldo. He's been somewhat of a luxury player, but the luxury of having him, the ultimate, the end goal is, or the end result is winning.
Yeah, like Ozil.
To an extent, he's not a winner like Ronaldo.
Yeah. No. But also like a luxury player.
Yeah.
Where what he gives you in that aspect
is worth sacrificing other players around.
Yeah.
And that's always been the case. So when we brought back Ronaldo, it was always going to be the case, but obviously to a greater extent because of his
age.
Yeah, his age, his physical ability in comparison. People say Benzema had to sacrifice himself when he was at Real Madrid. And that was Ronaldo, peak Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But look what Real Madrid achieved by other players sacrificing. I think Solskjaer, for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ronaldo's a bad signing in terms of Solskjaer's career at Man United. If Ronaldo wasn't signed, Solskjaer will still be the Man United manager, I believe. I believe the players that we would have bought and the players available to him, he would still be able to play in a way that would make us competitive.
So you're saying Ole never wanted Cristiano?
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. And it would have made us competitive. However, we still wouldn't have won anything.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, Solskjaer's not good enough. So, when you put it like that, Ronaldo's a great signing. Because what Ronaldo did was expose, if it wasn't evident to everyone already, expose the tactical limitations of Solskjaer and his coaches.
Yeah.
In that we only could play when, or we were at our best playing mid-block counter-attacking football. Yeah. And when you've got Ronaldo, you need to be on the front foot. And that's what Man United need to be. Man United need to be on the front foot, having 55 to 60% possession every single game.
Which is what Real Madrid were doing,
which is what Man City do, hence why they wanted Cristiano Ronaldo. We need to be on the front foot. Solskjaer has shown, not just this season, but even more so this season, an inability to, when we have to dominate games, we have to take charge, to get the results and play in a certain way to cut through teams.
Because that was my issue with the Watford game, is that a team who are change managers in the relegation zone, you have to control possession against that team. That thing of back and forth, oh, you have the ball, we have the ball, that's madness. Yeah. Especially when you're the superior team, you have to have a thing of like, we are now controlling the whole ball. So if you don't, which is why I say, look, Cristiano, at the end of the day, a guy who can almost guarantee you goals at this time, that's a huge asset. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, goals win your game. So, of course, other aspects of the game are important, but you have an ace in the hole, and that ace in the hole is such a key joker card.
If the other option to Ronaldo was, say, a peak Suarez, or let's say an Erling Haaland, or Kylian Mbappe, you say, fair enough, we shouldn't have got Ronaldo, we should have got those. Yeah. But the other option, especially this season, because Cavani's been injured all year, is Martial. So you're sacrificing the goals for the pressing. Pressing ain't winning you the game, ultimately. No. Because if it was, we would have won trophies under Solskjaer already. And I'm not saying goal scoring was our biggest issue, but not having a top goal scorer or a clinical forwards has cost us in certain games. Ronaldo signing, ultimately, hopefully, will fast-track Man United to success. And I'm not saying he's going to be the catalyst to that success, i.e. he's the one winning us the trophies. But it's meant that we don't have to go through a whole season with Solskjaer, finishing top 4 again, and then at the end of the season saying, all right, enough's enough, we need to move on. We've got to that point 2 months into the season, which means that whoever then comes in, if that has a longer period, or we are 8 months closer to actually get into that period, as opposed to go for a whole season and just be in top 4 because we decided not to get Cristiano Ronaldo.
So looking forward now and everything.
You wouldn't be top of the league either if we didn't get Ronaldo, because he would be at Man City.
He was never good to Man City. I don't believe that. He was never good to Man City. He was never good. I don't believe the book. So moving forward now, right now. So how many years? Because this is almost something like how guys will talk about it. How many years do you think it's going to take before United are now doing where Liverpool are at now, where Man City are right now? Like, how far is the gap? Because, I mean, Liverpool and Man City, they've redefined consistency in the Premier League and so forth, and they're playing at a crazy, crazy, super high level. So for United, how far are they away from that? Or is it a case of, man, we have to have another Fergie? Or we need to find this supernova of a manager who can compete with a Pep and a Klopp, because Pep and Klopp are now a Tuchel. These are such high-team managers. So is it just as simple as we need to find that manager that is of the caliber of Klopp, Tuchel, thinking that can somehow make this team as super consistent as him? Because which was Liverpool did. Liverpool, like, we're going to get Klopp, who did amazing things for Dortmund, and we know that he can compete against Pep, and ultimately 99 points.
I think the model the model and the trajectory we need to look at is what Chelsea have done, more so than Man City and Liverpool. Where Klopp picked up Liverpool is different to where Tuchel picked up Chelsea in terms of the squad and where the club was. Liverpool were in the Europa League the year that he picked him up when we joined the middle of the or in October. Man City was being built to get Pep. They had brought in Tiki from Barcelona and different sporting directors, and they were building everything. They went through Mancini, Pellegrini, and then they said, "All right, now Pep." So he walked into that job, and it just took one season, and then everything just fell into place. Tuchel walked into a team that was, which everyone said at the start of the season, this team is good enough to win.
The squad.
Yeah, the squad. And that's why Lampard was under so much pressure, and ultimately why he was sacked, because with the squad that he had, he was underachieving massively, more so than even Solskjaer was. The team and the squad that we have is massively underachieving this season. So what did Chelsea get to be where they are? They put in the manager. And yeah, I'm not saying that a manager will come in here and has to win the Champions League, but they put in a manager. They won the Champions League. He's gone on a great run in terms of defensive statistics, top of the league, playing better football. I've
got to, because before I forget, if when a new manager comes in, should he strip Maguire of the captaincy?
Let me come back. I'll come back to that.
Okay.
So we need to go and get someone who, for me, looks at this squad, and it may have been a Conte, as you said, over 18 months.
Maximize,
And you say,
Greenwood, Rashford.
I can do it. Not a manager who says, all right, I'll keep 6 or 7 of these players, but I need an overhaul, because then you're talking 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
And by then, Liverpool's got more league titles than us. They've got 2 more Champions League. Like, it's too much.
No, because look at what Tuchel did with... Look at what he's doing with Hudson-Odoi now.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing with Loftus-Cheek. Rudiger was there.
Yeah.
He was ostracized, brought him back in, and literally was critical. Jorginho. So, it's... I think you're right. In manager can say, like, Sancho, okay. Greenwood, okay. Rashford. I now know the things to give to you to now fully maximize it, because that's what I always said, that United have weapons.
Yeah.
The amount of weapons that they have, they shouldn't be 100%.
So in terms of Maguire, now, Maguire shouldn't be Man United captain. He should never have got it in the first place. It was like, he got it in the January after Ashley Young left. He had only been there from the August.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're Sergio Ramos and you've come with his credentials of this great
Leicester
captain.
City.
Leicester City. Was he even a captain at Leicester? I don't know. Maybe he was.
No. It was
Wes Morgan.
Yeah, Wes Morgan.
He was the club captain, but who was playing? It was him. There was Johnny Evans. I don't know who was.
No. Wes Morgan was captain. I remember he was the guy, but he was captain.
Okay.
Wes Morgan was captain.
So it's like, what is his credentials to be captain of Manchester United, other than that you are the record signing, or for a defender anyway? That's literally it. You were the manager's star signing or biggest price tag anyway. That's your credentials to be. He's not captain of England. Like, it doesn't make sense. Bruno Fernandes came about a month after Maguire got the captaincy, and he's shown to be a better captain material than Harry Maguire.
I mean, it should be De Gea, really.
Well,
it should be De Gea.
The issue with David De Gea at the time was that he wasn't even committing his future to Man United, signing a contract.
But now,
well, yes and no, in the sense that I'm not a massive fan of keepers being captains.
Dino Zoff won the World Cup in '82 with it,
and David De Gea got dropped from Spain. Like, I mean, he's not the same person. David De Gea needs to, and he's doing well. I want him to just focus on his keeping.
Oliver Kahn is literally one of the best captains ever. For me, I think that a captain can be any position. It depends. See, the thing with the captain is it's a few things. You can either have a guy who has a strong personality that everybody respects, or somebody who is super consistent and their form never dips. So they're an example as either a character or the example. Basically, Lam was not a big personality, but he was so consistent. He led by how consistent I am. But then when you have someone like a Cristiano or a Khan, they're a personality who is thinking. Maguire, maybe is a personality. I'm not sure whether he's going to see much leadership there, and he doesn't have the consistency.
I think it's personality with Maguire. I think, and the pressure of having to lead Man United through when the results aren't going great. With David De Gea, as I said, at the time he wasn't committing his future. Remember, since 2018, up until maybe about midway last season, from 2018 World Cup, his form been poor. So even that, it was a case of, is David De Gea going to be here? Dean Henderson could be. That was a lot of talk. So I understand not giving to it. Paul Pogba similar in the sense of him not committing his future. However, I feel that if he was given the captaincy, we might see an improvement in performance and his consistency. Because
for Pogba?
For Paul Pogba, if we had seen him. But I think that ship has long sailed. In terms of Maguire being stripped of the captaincy, for the permanent manager, if a permanent manager comes in, like for me, you are at the jurisdiction to do that. For an interim manager to do it, I wouldn't be so comfortable with that because I don't know what the dressing room. I don't know how they feel about Maguire. If the dressing room don't want him as captain, then as an interim manager, you have to assess that and make that decision. But I wouldn't want him to do something that's going to upset the apple cart and you're not even going to be here permanently. But the permanent manager needs to have the jurisdiction to get rid of the coaches, bring what coaches he wants in, and decide who his captain is. And for me, Maguire's not captain material for Manchester United. Maybe for a lower level club he is, but the expectation, he is actually sinking under the expectation because the Maguire we're seeing now, he's a better defender than that. He's a better defender than we've seen it.
It's the pressure's getting to him.
It's too much.
So lastly, rest of this season. So let's go into the future. So May 2022. What does United's trophy cabinet or season look like come May 2022?
Unless
what's your gut feeling?
Valverde will be lifting the Champions League. No, I'm joking. After coming back from 3-0 against Liverpool.
Bro, but that's a narrative. Because if he does that is a narrative. And he beats either PSG or Barcelona on the way.
I think we'll have an interim. Well, the interim would just to finish their tenure.
So Carrick would finish the season?
No, I don't think so. Probably because we lose to Chelsea and Arsenal in the next 2 games.
You never know, man.
But no, I don't think he will continue. But I think we'll have an interim by the end of the season. We'll be in the top 4. That's it.
So you don't see a trophy?
I don't see it. I don't.
So you don't see a Champions League run with Cristiano's goals?
I think we can get minimum quarter-final Champions League.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Minimum quarter-final Champions League. Potentially semi-final. Can't see any further than that because we're talking Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Bayern Munich. For me, those are the 4. If you draw the right teams, you can end up in a semi-final.
So you already believe that quarterfinals you can beat most second place teams?
I think so. I mean, yeah, because we've topped the group. Who can we play?
Sporting Lisbon. No.
PSG.
No. Stop there. Because I already tweeted it out. Narrative. I think United gets Sporting Lisbon for the Cristiano. I think he gets Sporting Lisbon.
So I think we can win the last 16 tie, providing actually we could get Juve in there as well. Could be Juve, PSG, Sporting.
Yeah.
Are Dortmund out?
Yeah, they're out. Because that's Sporting Lisbon's group.
Okay.
So
Atletico could be there.
Well, you could get either Porto, Milan, or
Atletico.
Madrid. So.
But I think quarterfinals minimum. FA Cup semis, top 4. That's what I expect. So Man United between now and the end of the season.
So league-wise, because again, title is that's not happening.
Way too.
You believe that top 4 can still be secured?
Yeah. We're 6 points off top 4. We have got a top 4 squad. Well, our squad is better than Arsenal, better than West Ham, better than Leicester, better than Spurs. Or get a competent quality manager.
Arsenal's squad Arsenal and Thomas were all better than West Ham, and they finished above them. So
yeah, because they had bloody Arteta, and they still got Arteta, and they went on a decent run.
Yeah.
But in the end, Arteta is Arteta. Get in a competent, experienced manager, whether it's Ralph Rangnick or Ernesto Valverde, and I think we'll finish in the top 4.